Welcome to day 1557 of What's She Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business, and then back and forth again. 2020, the year of the pandemic, the year of COVID-19, I decided that I didn't want to just stay in the online world. I had moved in 2017 from the offline world to the online world after my divorce. I thought, okay, I want to do something totally different. And the online world and the internet are totally different than what I was doing offline. And so it's been a fun learning curve and journey and lessons learned from the mistakes I've made. And believe me, I've made lots of them. Just like anything else, when we're starting something new, we start, we try, we test, we tweak, we change, we figure out what's right for us. And then when we land on what's right for us, we do that. So I'm continuing to morph and expand and change and grow. That's what we do. Our lives are all about personal development and becoming the best possible version of ourselves, in my humble opinion. That's my opinion, of course. Do not have to agree. You do you and I'll do me. Today in Supersize Your Business, it was kind of exciting because we talked about an idiom that I've never heard before. I've never heard it. I've never used it. I don't know that I will use it going forward because we call it something different here in America. So I've experienced it as, passing a card, passing a hat. Heck, even in grade school, we pass a card around and we all sign it when somebody is sick. And even when I was a little girl, we did that. But we didn't call it a whip round. It's a United Kingdom and Australia expression that comes from the British Army Parliament and fox hunting. And they used to pay people to keep the dogs in line and on the trail of the fox so that they wouldn't stray during the fox hunt. And they would use whips to keep them on the track. I don't think they hit them. They would just snap them and make the noise with the little whips. I created a little fun whip of my own to keep them from straying. And we talked about, well, what does this mean to our business? And I took my daughter's cue and she said, well, it means get creative, get resourceful, and find different ways to raise the funds that you need to get something that you want. The reason we pass a card or pass a hat or pass a collection plate at church is because we're looking to crowdfund, which is a whole new thing now. Crowdfunding is a thing on the internet. And there's businesses, huge businesses that have sprung up to crowdsource and crowdfund things, different projects, different businesses, different problems and challenges that people face that cost a lot of money, like medical conditions and things. So, or accidents or deaths, etc. So that was a fun one because it's one I'd never heard before. And have I done it before? Absolutely, positively. But we don't call it that. So it's fun to learn something new, right? I love learning new things. So we talked about that for Supersize Your Business. And our topic for financial well-being is what we're focusing on for the annual challenge this month, was financial beliefs. And it was really interesting to find that, like many beliefs, the difference between thoughts and beliefs are something that we've either experienced a significant emotional charge with, or a trauma, or something that locks a thought into us, and we don't just think it randomly and let it go. We actually believe it. We use that belief to filter our decisions, our choices, what we even see and observe, and they create our reality and our identity and everything else. So it's important that we look at our beliefs. So yesterday we brainstormed a list of thoughts, and we paid attention throughout our day and came up with a bunch of thoughts that we think and other people think as we went about our day. So we see what is in our environment as well as what's coming from within us when it comes to finances, money, abundance, scarcity, ability, lack, work, etc. All the things that are in businesses, jobs, risk, anything related to our financial well-being and health. And now today we're taking that list and we're going through it and we're looking at it and we're saying, is this mine? Is this a belief that comes from within me? Or is this a thought, thought first, and then we're going to see and look for patterns to determine the beliefs? Or is this someone else's? I recommend that if it's someone else's, we let it go, or we seriously question whether we want to keep that belief or not. We got great beliefs and values and things from our parents or from people that we've been around, but we also got bad ones, right? If they were afraid of something, a lot of times we have the same fear. If you were afraid of snakes, are you really afraid of snakes? Or was it because your mom was deathly afraid of snakes, or your dad? So we want to analyze our thoughts and the beliefs that come up for us and say, Who does this belong to? One of my favorite questions, is it mine or someone else's? Then we want to also look at the list and say, okay, is this a belief or a thought that I want to absolutely keep because it's moving me in the direction I want to go? Or is it one that I absolutely probably should let go of because it's definitely not serving me? We talked about 5 of the most common financial related beliefs that are holding people back and preventing them from getting what they want. We also then, so if any of those 5 are on our list, we really want to think about, do I want to keep this or do I want to let this go? Because it's obviously a false belief. Because if it were a true belief, and our beliefs are always true to us, right? But if it were a true belief, it would be moving us in the direction we want to go. That's my opinion. And then I said T, let's tweak it. Maybe it's a belief, but if we just tweak it a little bit or change the way we look at it or change the wording around it, it will move us toward what we want to go. But right now it's conflicting with something else, or it's preventing us from getting what we want. So one of my favorite topics, and it's one of the things that very few people do, but if we look at our beliefs and our thoughts and our core values about any area and aspect of our life, it allows us to consciously choose as adults what we want to create, not what we are just creating by default, because there's, beliefs and core values operating in our subconscious and helping us choose or make choose or identifying what we'll even allow ourselves to see or not, or what we think our reality is and our identity. It's got to always match, right? Our identity has to match, and the things that we'll see or notice or believe has to match what our current identity is. And so in order to, I guess maybe we'll talk about financial identity this month. I'm not sure if that's on the list or not, but we need to be willing to look at our beliefs and choose the ones that support us and move us in the direction that we want. And financial is one of the toughest areas emotionally and mentally to wrap our heads around and make those choices to move us in the direction that we want to go. So we're going through our list today, and we're doing that to identify what are our current non-supportive and supportive beliefs for us. And then we're just going to go through and share. What were you going to do for an action item? I don't even know if I said to share anything. We were just going to do that. I'd say share one thing you learned. I didn't say that on the page, so that's probably a little late. All right. That is what I'm working on. That's not what I'm working on today. That's what I've done already today, and I've got a lot of other things to work on. If I can help you anyway, ask about the 5-minute guarantee thing. Always available for that. Again, it doesn't cost you anything, but it can make a massive difference in your life. Voxer me or as Pajama Grandma. Otherwise, look me up and direct message me. Have a great day, and I will be with you tomorrow. Bye. I believe we can all do it.